Next is a clash between two losers from Group A. Western Region and Volta Region are looking for their first win. But for Western Region, this is their second game, and Volta Region have been tasted defeat against Ashanti Region, and Upper West Region would like a little moment of renaissance and get up for possibly the joy of having to smile at the end of 90 plus 4 minutes. It is the second edition of the MTN Elite U-19 Championship ongoing here at the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence. We're enjoying a rather good weather this morning, a little sunny, partly cloudy. We're expecting some rains later in the afternoon, but weather is cool. Onlookers are really enjoying. The players have the energy to run around and give their very best. Here at the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence, these are the lads that have lined up for these two sides. For Western Region, the Samuel Niboy, who's the goalkeeper this morning, Lord Kwanzaa, John Bonzie, Albert Obeng, Frank Amo, Augustine Damte, captain of the side, Ebenezer Kofi Jr., Felix Archer, Abacha Ayurina, Justice Yautete, and Emmanuel Enchi complete that starting 11 for head coach of Western Region, Cosmos Amankwa, and for Volta Region, Richard Mawekpo is the goalkeeper. Boating Daniel, now the captain of the side. Ahmed Derek, Akpaku Simon, Shaibu Ibrahim, Kogbo Collins, Sapon Enoch, Agbongan Sise, Amegato Wisdom, Apeto Paris, and Major Samuel complete that starting 11 for Volta Region as well. Changes to both sides. Phyllis Fafa Badegbe, who happens to be head coach of Volta Region, have made 3 changes to the side that lost in that game to Upper West Region. We get to see 3 new faces. Agbe Herman, who was the captain in that game, is out, and Daniel Boating takes that armband and leads the side this morning. Akatamani Selassie is also out. Zakaria Mohammed is out, and we get to see Shaibu Ibrahim, Sise, and Major Samuel taking their places. Western Region also do have a change too. Lord Kwanzaa is having his first game for them, as well as Emmanuel Enchi. And so these fresh legs could work the magic and get them a win, or not. Only time will tell. Our center referee from the Upper West Region, or Upper East Region I should say, is a graduate from the Bolga Technical Institute. After watching from the lines as a fourth assistant when Central Region took on Bonga Hafo, Akabonga Roxon is having his first game in the thick of affairs, and he'll be assisted by Awuni Daniel. Owusu Samuel Akwesi is on line 2 duties, and our fourth official for this game is Abdul Basit Shaibu. My name, Abigail Sanasosu, ready to walk you through the next 90 minutes or more. This is a very important game to both sides. They're chasing their first in Volta Region after going through the penalty shootout with Ashanti Region on match day 1. At least do have a point to show. But for Western, they lost 1-0 to defending champions Eastern Region and could be chasing the first point of 3. Already, players chanting. And we're all in for a very good game today. The irony, both captains spotted in the number 18 jersey for both sides. This is where the game begins. "17 seconds gone, and already Western Region are trying their luck. Here's Felix, sends one swinging by. And now Samuel has to save the moment for Volta Region, who are donned in all red upper with red horses too much. Western Region, ash jerseys, black shorts and black horses as well. Back in their own half to defend Volta Region. Wisdom sends it to Richard Mawekwa, who is the goalkeeper of the side. Pink and purple jersey on pink host. That is the difference between the two goalkeepers. With Samuel Neboy dressed all green with patches of white. A minute and 20 seconds. Western Region 0, Volta Region 0, corner kick. Western Region. John. Behind that one for Western. He swings one by a rather low one. And they still do have control. Here's Justice. Loses out. And it's cleared by Albert. This promises to be a fierce contest. Soren, Derek, through the middle. And Ebenezer will pick it up for Western Region, blocked by Derek. Derek fights for it and is out of touch. He wins a throw-in. And referee says no, put it down for a kick. He decides to go to his captain, Daniel. Daniel down the left-hand side for Volta Region. Who puts it through on the other side. Here's Volta Region. That splash down the right-hand side. Here's Wisdom. Wisdom trips and loses control. Volta Region have neared victories. In all two games they've played already. The surprise is how they take the lead, relinquish it, and end up losing. It happened when they took on Ashanti Region. Twice they took the lead. Twice Ashanti Region came from behind to level that game and went into penalties where they won 5-3. And against Upper West Region, Volta Region did take the lead, only for Upper West Region to come back stronger. Goal kick. Richard fancies the moment, scans through, and Sama goes short. Western Region, heads go up, down the left-hand side. It's Justice. Justice battling for it, holds on to it. He finds John. John sends it through to Felix. Felix. There's no one there in the Ash jersey to pick it up. Felix gets back, but he will lose out to Volta Region. Running through the middle is Enoch. And the ball is out of touch. Simon wanted it so bad. He picks up the throw-in for Volta Region. Simon sees Cisse getting closer. Cisse couldn't hold it. Weston will send one through the goal area, and goalkeeper steps up to grab it. Volta Region under a lot of pressure in the opening 4 minutes. Here's Daniel. Daniel, rather smooth one through. And the pass. Pass from Samuel towards Simon never was. And Western Region turn things around. There is another throwing. Simon to Enoch. Enoch through the middle. Sends it towards Collins. Collins back to Simon. Yes, Simon. Simon picks it moment. Headed down. Collins got his foot to it. Volta Region. They will lose out on it once again. Felix here for Western. Felix Down the lines, turns away. Felix goes back to the middle and finds his captain Augustine. Back to John. John to Felix. John is on the far left. That in swinger. A good one. Not only as far as Shaibu, who defends so well for Volta region. Western piling all of the pressure. Looking more like the ones who need a way out of this one. Here's Augustine. His corner kick, not the best. And cleared finally by Daniel for Volta region. Oli. As far as Frank. Well dressed, tucked in. And there's a first foul. Center referee will caution and ask that everyone calms down. That was rather unnecessary from Samuel. Lucky not to go into the books of the referee. Frank behind that free kick. Western region. Gesturing and signaling. He might stick to his right. Varies and goes straight. Derek was there. Ball headed down to Frank once again to start that play for Western region through the middle. Spreads it down his right hand side. Finds John. John sends it back to Lord. Frank switching to his left. Unable to get to justice in time. You've done 7 minutes here at the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence. Western Region 0, Volta Region 0, second edition of the Elite U-19 Championship. Sponsored by MTN and under the umbrella of the Ghana Football Association. This competition brings all 10 footballing regions together with talents below 19 years on display, and this could possibly charter the way or charter the path for a blistering footballing career for some of these individuals with eyeballs watching all over the world online. Here's Collins' free kick, center through down the left hand side looking for Simon, but that was too long for him to get to the power band. That one, Simon could not race to it in time. Goal kick. Knee boy sends it to Frank. Frank down the right hand side will release to his marker and they'll lose out on the Western region. There was a foul. The free kick, short one taken towards Felix. Felix goes down. Felix down on the turf, but gets up on his own, limps away, and it'll be a throwing to Volta region. Simon throwing back to him through the middle. It's Shaibu towards Derek. Down the left hand side. Samuel dummies. A lot of footwork there. Tries to keep it, but is won over by Ebenezer for Western region. Good display there from Felix. Tears away from his marker. Play continues despite Cisse on the turf and center referee will hot play. Cisse wanted to take that ball from Felix, but he exhibited a lot of strength in there and just left him behind. Ten minutes on the clock. We're still waiting for the opener. Western Region 0, Volta Region 0. Referee Roxin has the ball. Calling for calm, drops it. And Lord finds Frank. Frank also sent it down the right hand side. He has Western Region racing towards the goal area of Volta Region. Only to waste that effort and send the ball out. Goal kick. Shot one. Taken by Richard to his captain Daniel. Daniel down the left hand side finds Simon. Simon looking for options, asking who is coming onto him for it. Turns back and finds Daniel. Daniel towards Shaibu. Shaibu tried to get that ball through, but unfortunately Derek was late throwing. John finds Felix. Felix sends it through to his captain. Augustine releases. Middle of the turf is crowded. Here's Enoch tearing away. Enoch stopped. And it was a fair tackle by Lord. Keeps it for Frank. And Felix overhits that one. Felix overhits. And it'll be advantage to Volta Region. This was it. Enoch trying to break free. And Lord gave him a reason to think through Apeto. Apeto for Volta Region. That ball through side netting. Goalkeeper Neboy finds Lord. The closest to him at that point. Lord progresses with a long one down the left. Heads go up. John following up, but the flag is up. The round of John was late. And the flag was up a long time ago. The Minutes Abacha picked up the ball and was trying to locate John. The flag was already up. Free kick Volta Region. Wisdom. And Felix will steal it. Felix to his right hand side. Finds Emmanuel. Western Region. Wished another opportunity. Simon picks up the pieces for Volta Region. Here Simon goes through the middle. Waits for the run of Cisse. And he's also offside. There's a player down on the turf. Against the run of play. And center referee Roxin runs to where the incident did happen. This was it. It was Felix who was racing with it, and Collins put both legs to him. Felix receiving attention. Quite instrumental for Western Region. He's played well in the first 13 minutes of this game, dictating the pace and leading that attack through the middle. Attacking midfielder for Western Region. Help the side for game to continue. Hopefully we'll get to see him pretty soon. Free kick, Western Region. Here's John from the center line. And he gets the justice. And once again, the flag goes up. Free kick, Shaibu. Shaibu will find Derek. Derek switches to his right, Wisdom. Wisdom not applied. Wisdom not applied. Loses out. Rather intelligently to win another throw-in. Collins gets in there, leaves it for Enoch. Enoch, and that was a swift way to win possession. John will switch to his right hand side, but Simon, that is too much for Samuel. Volta Region exhibiting some good play here. If only it will give them the desired results in the end. Western Region look the sharper. And Felix is already back on the turf, sends that one to Frank. Also progresses with it. Frank, Daniel heads it down. Ebenezer. Abacha down the right hand side. We leave it. Here's the Western Region. Zanada Nkeshin. Wisdom's header straight to John. Goes down. Referee says play continues. Volta Region looking to clear their lines, but Felix is there once again. And that clearance from Cisse, timely and crucial for Volta Region. Felix was trying to steal it, but Cisse had to get there in time to save the day for Volta Region. They start their own attack, and Lord gets in their way. Felix to his right hand of attack. And Justice was not allowed anywhere near the box. Wins the corner for that effort though. And Western Region are still asking all the important questions. How long will it take to get answers? Bad corner. Not the best. But referee says play on. Felix turns around. Out that ball goes. Western Region have their players complaining. They thought there was a foul in the box when the corner kick was taken. My referee says no. We play on. And here, Cisse's ball down the left hand side to Simon. Frank. Great ability in the air. Frank Amoa. Made sure Cisse did not go past him. He has to now scans through towards the center line. And that's a foul. Foul with Western Region having that advantage. Another long bowling towards Abacha. Cleared by Shaibu. Felix receives it once again. Albert. Enoch. Volta Region do have it. Simon's throwing. And Samuel is already on the run here. Samuel up against Frank. Frank does pretty well and gets it through to Ebenezer. Western Region really alert with that back play. Just as they are daring when they're on the offensive. Volta Region have been defending all along in the past 19 minutes. He had to threaten Samuel Neboy, goalkeeper of Western Region. He picks this one up down the left towards Lord. Lord finds Frank on the right hand side of defense. Yes, Frank. Swift one through to Ebenezer. He releases Albert. One through to Abacha. But here is Richard, my work ball. Richard goes down. And it's temporary hold up here. Second game of the day if you're just joining. Live from the Ghanaman Soccer Center of Excellence. It's day 3 of the second edition of the MTN Elite U-19 Championship. And this game is between Western Region and Volta Region. Western Region are donned or identified by the ash and black apparel as against all red from Volta Region. Albert down the right hand side for Western Region, sends it in. Abacha's header that never was that clearance. Volta Region living dangerously. Apeto's back heel. Samuel could not see that. And it's picked up once again by Western Region. Nada and Keshin in. Shaibu misses out. Here is Emmanuel. Emmanuel for Western Region. Is Emmanuel. Sends it to Abacha and Richard. Richard holds on for Volta. Moves it towards Simon. And Simon is on the run. Signaling to the right hand side. There's no one there. And he'll squeeze it through the left. Albert sends it out of play. Volta Region need to be very careful. They're living dangerously. Endured a lot of pressure in the last 21 minutes. How long will they hold on? Here's Richard to restart play for Volta Region. Takes it to the left and intercepted there by Ebenezer. He holds on this time. Turns to his right and finds Samuel. Samuel's ball through the middle. Enoch is beaten. Abacha steals it. But that was a foul. Abacha tried to steal it from Shaibu. A moment to breathe, Volta Region. They have a free kick sending all the Ash jerseys away from the area. Here's Shaibu. One towards Wisdom. Wisdom has John to beat. And John sends it out. We've done 22 minutes. Western Region 0. Volta Region 0. Collins picks it only to lose to Felix. Felix twisting and turning. Also lose out on that one. Here is Emmanuel. Western Region. Poor play towards Abacha. He goes down in pain. Abacha clasped his knees and is down in pain. This was the moment that ball was put through for him. And Derek came from behind to bring him down. It was a good ball through from Albert. Only for Derek to challenge Abacha on that one. Temporary hold up. As a man up front for Western Region, Abacha is being attended to. Felix standing by to pick up that corner for Western Region. However that ends, Abacha is out to receive further treatment and the game can't continue. Felix. Western Region plotting and planning as to how to effect that corner. Felix watches on, sends one flying, headed away. Wisdom controls for Volta Region, but briefly here is Emmanuel, sends it back to Felix. Felix down the left hand side. He was looking for Emmanuel. Not the best of decisions from Felix on that account. He wins a throw-in, sends it back to Lord. Lord's ball headed away by Daniel. Captain Augustine will find Frank. Frank tears away. A good ball in, but that ball is returned towards Apeto. Apeto for Volta Region. Apeto towards Wisdom. Wisdom is impeded rather intelligently by John. And Neboy picks up the crumbs, set it up beautifully for John once again. They're already on the attack. A ball down the left-hand side for Felix. He gets through to it. Felix will find Ebenezer. Ebenezer's control towards Abacha. Breaks down his marker. It gets an interesting for Western Region. They seem to be doing all the right things, but their final decision needs a little review. Shaibu's ball in. Headed down by Peto. Finds Wisdom. Cisse goes down, but is up already. Daniel loses out on it. Here's Western Region. Will they be able to get the first goal? What play was that from Justice? How did Justice lose out on that one? He had no one to beat. And in the end, his runner down, injured. Daniel was beaten fair and square. And this was the opportunity for Justice to actually do justice to Richard Mawekpo. He decides to let him go and temper justice with mercy, and not to the delight of the bench of Western Region. They need a win, they need a goal, and Justice is showing mercy. "26 minutes on the clock. Western Region 0, Volta Region 0. Justice will think deep into this opportunity if the game does not go the way of Western Region. Knowing he could have done better with that one, but that is not a problem of Daniel. He'll just restart, play from the left-hand side. Simon finds Enoch through the middle, sends it back. Shaibu towards Collins, turns away from him, gets back to Daniel, captain of the day. Agbe Herman, relegated to the bench today. And Daniel is the leader of the Volta Region team. Boy leaves a goal kick for Lord to pick up. Lord signaling it could go down the left. He does. Puts Abacha through. Is Abacha. He goes down. And Shaibu intelligently picks that away from him. Volta Region have done a lot more defending than attacking. Here's Apeto. Apeto unable to keep it. John picks up the result in throwing. He also lets that chance go, but it's still to the advantage of Western. John was lurking around, hoping Emmanuel will get it back to him. Throwing advantage, Western Region. A whistle is gone. Play is halted. Justice still receiving treatment, and so temporarily Western playing with 10 men on the turf. Albert's header. Daniel's control. Volta Region looking for a way down the left hand side. Finds Simon releases towards Enoch. Collins couldn't hold on. And here is Emmanuel for Western Region. He goes down. Collins wins it. Collins puts it up for Wisdom. And Apeto, who is there? Apeto keeps it and sends the ball flying. Apeto won it all right. But that final decision and direction, not the best. "29 minutes gone. Western Region 0, Volta Region 0. Second edition of the MTN Elite U-19 Championship ongoing here at the Ghana Center Soccer of Excellence. Began on the 25th of August and will go through to the 4th of September 2026. A good ball through. Apeto still has it. Apeto will shoot. And well defended by Lord. Western Region have eyes and front and behind. Here's John Strictly. And he will find Felix. That machine for Western Region. To his left hand side is Emmanuel. Emmanuel's ball to Abacha. Abacha beats his mark at it. Can he keep it in play? That follow-up was not swift enough. Western Region getting closer by the minute and wasting all of the chances. Here's Abacha. He says that one wide, and Justice once again failing to move in time. Volta on the offensive already. Here's Simon. Simon down the left-hand side, switches towards Wisdom. That and the flag has betrayed him. Flag goes up against Lord. And there'll be a free kick advantage to Volta region. 31 minutes gone. Western region seeing a lot more of the balls, but yet to show anything productive. Yes, John steals it once again from Derek, looking for the run of Abacha. But here's Richard Mawekpo, goalkeeper, leaving quite dangerously. And ball is taken away from him once again. Justice goes down, and center referee will point to the spot. Yellow card. Yellow card to Enoch for bringing down his marker. And penalty for Western region. Line 2 will call center referee for a quick conversation, and that decision might change. That decision must change. Ebenezer was brought down by Enoch, rightly so, but not in the box. And so center referee says there should be a free kick at the edge of the box instead. That was a good solo meeting. Good tete-a-tete there from Owusu Samuel Akwesi, who happens to be on line 2 duties, calling the attention of center referee. Center referee gets to the right spot for that wall to be constructed. In Volta region, look like they could be constructing a 6-7 man wall. They know how dangerous Western region can be, or they have been. Yes. As many as 6 lads building up that wall for Richard Mawekpo. Free kick quickly taken, hits the wall, not out completely. Felix fights for it, turns around, his effort is blocked. Lord towards the right hand side, ball headed through, and the flag is up once again. Richard scans through, and he could be counted down pretty soon for wasting time, but he sends it in time. No one there to do the connection, and goalkeeper Boy will pick it up for Western region. Frank towards Lord, down the left hand of defense. Lord puts it through. Wisdom got his body to it, and his opposite number, Felix, picked it to the far right, and it's for Albert. Western region tearing away. Here they come once again, and that run looking for Abacha. Richard saw it first and went for the ball. Derek towards Apeto. Apeto still has it. Lord. Poor defended and Volta region through Cisse. Have done the most important thing. They took advantage of that little opening and made it count. That was a good one for Apeto down the right hand side. Lord thought he had dealt with it only for Apeto to go past him. And Cisse was right there at the right time. So for the third time, Volta region have taken the lead in the game. Will they be able to hold on to this lead, or will let it go like they have done in the previous two games? Cisse, this is his first start for Volta region and has gotten his name on the score sheet. Will this be the turnaround for Volta region? Only time will tell. The bench of Volta region still not satisfied. They know they can do a lot more, but Apeto, after that assist, looks to be injured. The lad in your shot, Cisse, the reason Volta region can afford a moment to smile. Agboga Cisse has put one past Western region for Volta, and so is Western region 0, Volta region 1. If you're just joining us, we are live from the Ghanaman Soccer Center of Excellence. John swiftly wanting to respond. How would they do that? Timely clearance there by Derek. The second edition of the MTN Elite U-19 Championship. The talents on display are the future of Ghana football. Below the ages of 19 years. And exhibiting all of these wonderful skills. And our officials are also drawn across the regions from the Catch Them Young referees policy. The flag is up. The flag is up. Western region beaten in their first game by defending champions and could be looking to pick the first 3 points. Apeto Paris might just not be able to continue. Volta region have 10 men on the turf and might have to replace Apeto. Yellow card. Flash to Derek for another heinous tackle on Emmanuel. Emmanuel will need medical attention. But Western region do have a free kick to pick up. Head coach Felix Fafa Badegbe will make that change just to confirm the departure of Apeto Paris. Zakaria Mohammed, who are starting all the first two games for Volta region, will get back into the game after 39 minutes. He knows what it means to play in this tournament already. John picks up that free kick. Heads go up. Felix chases after it, but Volta region going strong. Here is Emmanuel. Shaibu Collins. Frank steps up for Western region. Returns the favor down the right hand side. And this is the confirmation. Apeto Paris is out. And Zakaria Mohammed will take his place up front for Volta region, who are up by a goal. And we'll be looking for more before we head into recess in the next 5 minutes. Enoch slips without control. And there's a throwing advantage to Western Region. And attacking, throwing, taken into the box, headed down. Augustin followed up. Only to send it out for goal kick to Volta. Richard looking for the run of Samuel down the left-hand side. He looks back in dismay, knowing he couldn't have picked up that one. Throw in. Albert. His ball is headed down. Samuel has his foot to it. Zacharias' first touch did not last. But here it's Daniel. Finds Enoch. Enoch putting Zacharias through. The flag is up. Zacharias already offside. Zacharias is offside. And here's Frank for Weston. Finds John. Good control. Only for Wisdom to steal it. Good ball there. Wisdom gets back to Pickett. Sends it through to Shaibu. Shaibu's kick to no one in particular in the red jersey. Knee boy. Albert. Western Region. Albert's ball towards Justice. And he will miss out on it as well. Volta Region. Defender throughout and did the right thing when needed most. And they do have a goal to show. Zacharias' ball. Big boot. Lord heads it down. Finds Augustin. Captain for Western Region. Turns around. Puts it through towards Felix. Magic legs. Sends it to John. Here's John. John. Tears away. Spreads it towards Justice. And not a poor ball from him. Loses out to Samuel. John has it. Here's John. Can Felix get to it in time? Brilliantly keeps it in. Emmanuel. Still Emmanuel. Emmanuel was looking for the referee to make that call in his favor, but unfortunately not. Collins was looking to find his colleague. The incident that Emmanuel thought should have gone his way. That was a fair tackle from Wisdom. Samuel controls. Gets into position to pick it once again. Samuel for Volta Region. Simon is racing down the left with him. That cross in! And goalkeeper had his hand to it. 43 minutes gone. Western Region 0. Volta Region 1. Second game of the day between two losers from Group A. Volta Region do have a point from their first game against Ashanti Region that went through the penalty shootout. They lost by 5-3. But by dint of the rules of the competition, they have a point to show. This is their third game, and for Western Region, this is their second game. Lost the first to Western Region. Wisdom down the right-hand side has John to beat. John gets ahead of him, puts it through for Felix. He's racing, magic legs, gets it through down the right-hand side. Oh, Abacha's ball through. And that was too feeble. Too feeble to waste the run of Felix. Western Region playing all the fine football, but Volta Region have done the needful. They have a goal to show at halftime. 45 minutes done. We're waiting for time to be added on. Yes, Cisse. Puts it through once again. Zacharias control. Try to stamp his authority. John picks it up towards Felix. Felix sends it to Emmanuel. We'll be doing 2 minutes of time added on. Augustin through the middle. Spreads it down the right-hand side. Here's Justice. Puts it through. And Shaibu is there. Sends it back to Lord. Lord for Western Region. His captain was nearby. And his pass was curtailed. Ebenezer Not strong enough to hold on to that one for Western Region. A minute and 20 seconds more to go to end the first half. And here is Daniel. Sends one in towards Samuel. And here, Westham takes over. Finds Cisse, he'll shoot. And Boy will hold on for Western Region. Good idea. But the execution needed a lot more power. Western Region. Albert bumps into his marker and lose out on it. Enoch. Effective throw-in taken. Felix was looking for it. And here is Samuel down the right-hand side for Volta Region. Too many steps. And he's beating to it. Lord sends it through Augustine. Augustine finds Emmanuel. Back to Augustine. And the whistle is gone for the end of the first hour of exchanges between Western Region and Volta Region. After 36 minutes, Volta Region did the needful through Agbogan Cisse. And they have a goal up at halftime. We'll be back after recess to run you through the remaining 45 minutes. Back from recess, and that is the referee. Akabonga Roxanne's whistle to usher us into the next 45 minutes. Calling for Volta region. We're just joining. It is the MTN Elite U-19 Championship, the second edition going on here in Prom Prom specifically. The Ghana Mantoka Center of Excellence match day 3, second game of the day. Volta region playing from right to left in red apparels, and the Western region also playing from left to right, adorned in ash and black apparels as well. Western region down by a goal, and this is Volta region trying for the second. Samuel, too ambitious with that one, and sends the ball away far up from Neboy, and his goal post. Goal kick quickly taken down the left hand side, and Western region will rebuild that attack once again. On the left hand side, it's Felix who wanted it for Ebenezer. Good control, Lord sends it back. Western region, Augustine through the middle. Here's Albert, twist and turns, hoping to beat Simon. He does. Albert keeps it on his feet, sends a cross in, and Richard Mawekbo wraps his gloves around it for Volta region. Roll it. The closest he has was Enoch. He swings it through towards Zakaria. But Neboy, he's also there for Western region. Quickly puts Albert through. Here's Albert. Restarting play towards Ebenezer, to Felix. Augustine to his left. And it's John for Justice. Justice to Abacha. Felix. Great play. Swift feet. And finds Ebenezer, who keeps it. Ebenezer goes past Enoch, who shoots. And goalkeeper Richard will call for it. Bad kick. Richard Mawekbo had Simon and Daniel closer. Here's Albert. Daniel's header. And it's a huge advantage for Western region. Corner kick, and everyone patiently waits for Felix to get to it. Western region will be responding with a change in the second half. I see Kennedy Shen getting ready and prepping to get into the game. Wait for that confirmation. Felix's free corner headed out. Frank follows up with that header, picks it up for Ebenezer. Here's Albert. Albert, swift one down the right hand side. Felix. That response. And the rippling effect is needing attention and being stretched off. Too much power behind that one. Felix was trying to put it through, and Wisdom just got his fist in the way. So there you have it. Change for Western region. Abacha is out. And his place is taken by Kennedy Ashen. Confirmation. First change for Western region. Looking for fresh ideas. Abacha has played his part after 49 minutes. And the medics are still attending to Wisdom. Temporary hold up. Up on his feet on his own. And will still have to be helped aside. Albert continues from where we left off, throwing towards Frank. Here's Frank, a long one in, headed down. Enoch will take over for Volta region. Enoch racing through the middle, sets it up for Samuel down the left-hand side. Samuel up against Frank. Here Samuel leaves it for Zakaria Mohammed. Turns around helplessly and loses out to Ebenezer. Ebenezer picks it towards the left-hand side. And Justice is offside. Flag goes up against the round of Justice. Hey, has been at the wrong side of the books for Western Region from the beginning of this game. Justice Yautete wasted a very critical chance for Western Region in the first half. Now that they are down, I'm sure it's running through his head. Simon's free kick down the right-hand side. Kennedy unable to get to it in time. His first touch, not the best for Western Region. There was a foul that sent it out, and so they get to pick. The throwing here, Cisse, good steal for Wisdom, who is back and continuing for Volta Region. Volta Region might not be playing the fine football, but they look to be at the right place at the right time and getting the right things done. Augustine holds on, finds Felix. Felix is racing with it, puts it through for Justice, but goalkeeper Richard stepped up even though Justice was offside once again. Free kick, Volta Region. Is that for Simon to pick up? Simon through the middle. Enoch finds Daniel, that back heel to no one in particular, Zakaria. Quite unnecessary. Collins fighting for it. Makes room for his colleague. But Ebenezer will steal it away. Ball headed away by Shaibu. Picked up once again by Western Region. Here's Albert through the middle. He wins it. Simon O'Clair. Ball ricochets head down. He'll fight for it. Albert wants it. And he wins it, though he was fouled. Referee says, calm down. And let's do it again the right way. Albert throwing. Enoch miskicks. Emmanuel goes in there. There's a foul on him. The bench of Western Region questioning the focus of Albert. Enoch knew he missed out on that one and had to halt Emmanuel, resulting in a free kick for Western Region. And their danger man Felix behind that one. He's been on set piece duties for Western Region today. Another free kick. And this time just a two-man wall. Cisse and Samuel been put together by Richard Mawekpo. Felix sends it high over everyone. Richard steps up and punches it. Not a bad kick. Meeting an equally good save. He timed the movement of that ball. Got his hand to it. Goal kick quickly taken towards Zakaria. Zakaria up against Lord. Cisse loses. He goes in to fight for it and brings down his marker. He brings down John. Free kick quickly taken. Lord putting it towards Felix. A good ball down the right hand side, but there was no one to line up to receive it. 3 players warming up for Volta Region. We could see some more changes. Rather calm bench for Western Region. Just looking on. And head coach Cosmos Amanko asking himself how he's not been rewarded for the good game they're playing. John's header towards Kennedy. Kennedy keeps it for Weston. It's a little push, and he wins that advantage. Collins, the poor ball in. John's throwing. Ebenezer. Ebenezer stepping forward. Felix gets in there, goes down. Referee says game continues. Ebenezer once again. And goalkeeper Richard Mawakpo pulls another great save for Volta Region. Today, he's just making sure he does not concede. Short corner sent through. Justice couldn't get there in time. Inusa's clearance. Frank's header. Ceases ball towards Zakaria Mohammed. Frank goes in the air over the head of a taller Zakaria Mohammed. Frank goes flying. And Zakaria will win that free kick for Volta Region. Cisse. And Zakaria behind it. Zakaria stays. Cisse walks away. Three-man wall for Samuel Niboy. Zakaria will send one in. Not a bad kick. Not a bad try at all. Zakaria Mohammed. Niboy save on that account. Finds Lord down the left-hand side. Western Region. Here is Wisdom. Wisdom releases towards Samuel. Samuel will try. Goalkeeper Niboy had his hand to that one. And Volta Region continue to do the right things. That was a good ball in towards Samuel. Did so well to keep it in play. Trying to just get it over Samuel Niboy. Collins. Ball got to his hand. Quick free kick. Emmanuel. And Michael Mawekpo not leaving anything to chance today in his goal area. Where he has to wait, he waits. Where he needs to move, he moves. Where he needs to stretch, he does. So far, decent goalkeeping from him today. Albert sends it back towards Augustine. Augustine to Lord. Lord finds John down the left-hand side. John sends it in. Enoch's header. Augustine. Felix. Frank surging forward himself towards Albert. Western Region. Albert's ball went through Simon before Shaibu. Augustine to Lord. Daniel will clear their lines. Shaibu follows up. But to no one in particular. And Felix calls for it. Releases Damis Ebenezer. Good ball towards Albert. Albert's cross. And good defending there from Captain Daniel for Volta Region. Wins the applause of his colleagues. It was timely, precise, and crisp for Volta Region. Look like they've sworn not to allow any balling today. And they've worked with it so far as we hit the hour mark. Another stop there from Derek. Volta Region in search of the first 3 points. Here's Augustine with that corner for Western Region. They've seen a lot more of the balls, struggling to do the right things. There's a clash there and a foul on goalkeeper Richard Mawekpo. Goes down. That corner kick taken. Ebenezer just bumping into Richard Mawekpo. He will need attention. And Volta region will line up another change. 60 minutes on the clock. Western Region 0, Volta Region 1. Second edition of the MTN Elite U-19 Championship at the Ganaman Soccer Center of Excellence. It's been a good morning. First game already done. This is the second of the day. And it was a narrow victory for Ashanti region over Upper West region. They beat them 1-0. Mohamed Devon came off the bench in the second half, and after 63 minutes, he got the winner for Ashanti region over the other high-flying Upper West region, who had 6 points from 2 games. So this is the end of the road for Collins. And his place will be taken by Emmanuel Omar Sam. Cogba Collins is welcomed by his head coach Felix Wafagbadegbe, appreciating his work and helping his teammates so far. They have the lead after 61 minutes. Goalkeeper Richard Mawekpo still receiving treatment. Lads from the other regions watching on, bidding their 10. It's been interesting. From the last 2 match days, great talents on display. Volta region have a great representation here. The Regional Football Administration heavily represented here by their chairman, Lord. Sends it towards John. John will put Felix through. Felix down the left-hand side of attack. The flag is down. It's still Felix. Felix. That shot in here is Emmanuel. And a great clearance there from Daniel as well. Not out of danger. The whistle goes. Foul in the box. Foul in the box, and the flag finally goes up for a goal kick. 2 match days gone already. 8 games gone. This is the 10th. We've had 1 game already this morning. And we are on to the 10th one. Lord quickly sends it to Augustin. Ball is blocked by Beneza. Nibbles with it, loses out. Albert is down the right-hand side. Richard. Focused goalkeeping today. He doesn't want to make any mistakes like he's done in the first 2 games. And is working. 64 minutes. John fighting to keep that one in play for Western. He goes down. After match day 2, this is how the table is looking like. In Group A, Upper West Region have 6 points to show. Eastern have 3. Ashanti have 2. And by dint of their victory earlier this morning, will have 5 points now. Volta Region have 1 and are fighting for another 3. Western Region have nothing to show and are losing. Go to Group B. There's Greater Accra with 3 points. Bunga have 3 points. All after just a game. Central Region, after 2 games, have 3 points to show. Upper East Region, also after 2 games, have 3 points to show. And Northern Region have no points to show in Group B. That will change today because there are 2 more games to go And those games will be sourced from Group B. But as it stands now, Volta region trying to take control. There was a foul earlier. Referee spots it. And the free kick is awarded to Volta region. Here's Shaibu. Shaibu's free kick down the right-hand side. And Volta region wanted Samuel to hold on to that one. The bench of Volta region still up on their feet. The technical team dishing out instructions. They've seen this before. Twice they've taken the lead. Twice they've been at the losing end. They want the boys to keep their focus. Here's Felix for Western region. Felix up against Shaibu. Pushes the lanky defender away. And the Western region are on the run. Play halted. Augustin is brought down. And center referee would not let it slide. Wisdom Amegato has been flashed. The third yellow card in the Volta region fold. Free kick. And it's Lord who lines himself up to pick it for Western. Another short one. So Felix onto him. Back to Lord. Tried to go long. And Samuel got in the way. Cisse. Back to Wisdom. Wisdom twisted and turning. Shows strength. Has it. Finds Omar. Omar keeps it. It's still Omar. Looking for options. Zakaria turns around. Pushes it down the right hand side. Volta region. That was a great way to defend. Lord gets up and leaves it. Great play there from Volta region. But the Western region also swept on that defense. Lord saved it and decided to watch on. But New Boy also played his part pretty well. Wisdom lines up for that corner for Volta region. They're looking for more goals, looking for a cushioning. Will they get it? Poor ball in from Wisdom. The Simon finds his captain, Daniel. Lofts it over everyone. Yes, Shaibu. And Knee-Boy stops it. Volta region squandering all of the chances. And they get another corner. This was it. Good ball lofted in. And Shaibu failed to do the needful. But Daniel had his foot to it. Sent it towards Omar. And it was all for Shaibu to connect. Foul. Foul on John. And it will be advantage to Western region in their own half. Goalkeeper rewarded with that kick, center down the left-hand side, heads go up. Volta region following after every ball. Here's Omar. Omar up against Lord. Omar, still Omar. Frank, rather great defense there for Western. Free kick. Daniel towards Zakaria. Here's Zakaria. And Albert had to move that to safety. Albert not happy with that. Because Simon has a free kick for Volta region to Wisdom. Wisdom turns around. Finds Enoch. He strikes. And Knee-Boy did so well to have had his gloves on that one for Western region. Returns the favor almost immediately. Simon went in the air to clear it. Throwing. Taken quickly. Western region. Justice was left to pick it. Daniel clears his lines and gets his opponent to throw in. Albert towards Felix. Felix back to Albert. Only to go into the body of Enoch. Enoch goes down. A little pain in his neck. He shakes it off. And is up to continue. Albert with that throwing. Left for Justice. Loses out to Daniel. Another foul spotted. And it will be for Volta region to start playing their own half. Free kick. Simon down the left hand side. Here's Simon. Simon beat into it. Albert finds Ebenezer. Ebenezer turns around. There are only red jerseys around him. Here's Albert, loses out, looking for Justice. Through the middle. And Felix is there. Frank in defense. Augustine through the middle. Albert, Augustine. And Wisdom. Great play there brought down by Captain Augustine. Volta region swinging their passes together. Delight to watch in this third game. They've grown into the competition. And their play much appreciative. Here's Albert for Western region. Daniel heads it down. Simon follows up with that clearance. Heads out for another throw-in. Albert wastes no time. Augustine to Albert. Albert spreading it down the left-hand side only to lose it. Here is Lott. Knee-boy. Knee-boy dresses it up for Albert. He gets to it. Heads it away. Enoch finds Zakaria. Wisdom puts it through for Omar. Omar sends it back to Zakaria. That shot is blocked. Very feeble one, Zakaria. Felix tears away with the ball through the middle for Western region, looking for Justice. And Simon will go in strong to defend. Foul and advantage to Volta region. 72 minutes done. Second half with a lot more energy. Western region 0, Volta region 1. Samuel tries to win it. He was fouled and is another advantage to Volta region. It's Derek behind that free kick. Center referee signals. And Derek sends that kick in. Heads go up. Zakaria straight to Knee-boy. Samuel Knee-boy goes long towards Felix. Daniel heads it out. Western region looking for that equalizer. Zakaria sets it for Omar. Omar and Knee-boy gets to it first in his box. Sends it rolling down the left-hand side to Lord. Lord finds John. As John switching play to the right-hand side towards Justice. Good control this time around. The Justice wastes time and sends the ball to the right-hand side towards Ebenezer. Ebenezer's in swinger. Headed down and well controlled. Breaks down his marker. And Western region getting frustrated. Emmanuel pushed Enoch away from it. And it'll be a free kick advantage to Volta region. Shaibu's kick towards Samuel. Samuel tries. And unable to keep it. Throwing Western region. Another throw in the win. Referee takes signal from line 2. And it's for Volta region to take. Wisdom fights to keep it. They are able to There was a foul. And Wisdom needs to be careful. He's already in the books of the referee. The second time he goes in there, it will be the marching orders. Kennedy was forced to send that out. And there's a throw into Western Region. John receives it, sets it up, sends a long one in, and Daniel is there to clear. Samuel follows up with it. Omar is running for it. He has Lord, finds his goalkeeper. Boy, back to Lord. Western Region, Lord puts it across. Felix is still onside. Here's Felix. It's still Felix. Racing, keeps it. Damis puts it through. I was sending it towards Ebenezer and hits a snag. Albert picks up the pieces. It starts to blast wide. And Simon puts his body through again. The idea was to keep it, but he ended up hitting it out. Short corner. Albert and Simon again. Volta Region defending better in this game. We've done 76 minutes already. Western Region 0, Volta Region 1. They're just joining. Volta Region are the ones in the all red apparel. And Western Region have ash jerseys, black shawls and black hoses too much. Second game of the day. First game ended with Upper West Region tasting their first defeat in this tournament. They've won the first two games, only for Ashanti Region to beat them narrowly 1-0 to also record their second win of the competition. Volta Region, Samuel cannot pick that outside the turf. John with that throw-in. And is headed out by Cisse. Another attacking throw-in for Western Region. Ebenezer picks it, but brings down his marker. Foul, and the advantage goes to Volta Region. Shaibu still down after he went in there for that ball. But he's helped up by Upper East Base. The referee walks in. Richard. As far as Felix. But Enoch picks it up down the right hand side. Samuel puts it through for Zakaria. Boy. Samuel Boy did so well to hold on to that one. Zakaria Mohammed was ready to slot home the second one. Quick change, Western Region. Justice is out. He's failed to do justice to the game today. On his place is taken by Francis Ashen. Western Region gambling for that one. Whistle goes in their favor in their own half. And John gets behind it. The long one in, headed down by Shaibu, controlled back to Shaibu. And there's a tussle for it. Two players go down. And the referee's whistle also goes. Looks like Omar is in a lot of pain. But he's able to get up and we'll continue this game. 79 minutes. Western Region still looking for answers. They've gone from dominating play and creating all the chances to chasing the game. Volta Region, flag is up. Rather cool morning here in Pram. No sun, no rain, just perfect weather. And we've been treated to our first game of the day. Upper West Region 0, Ashanti Region 1. This is the second. We'll take a brief break after this one and return for the last two games for the afternoon. But for now, here is Felix's brought down. Enoch challenged him, put his hand to him, was on the run, and Frank will pick up the free kick for Western. This was it. Enoch just had to find a way to halt him. Felix, great display of talent, but Western Region did not have a goal to show or anything productive to show. "81 minutes done. Western Region 0, Volta Region 1. 9 more minutes to go. If Western Region have something to do, they need to do it now. Simon goes down with it. Throwing for Western Region. And it's Albert who sends in a long throw. Ball in the air, followed up by Daniel. Daniel also goes down. And definitely we need the assistance of the medics. This was it. Kennedy went down first when the ball was served in. Looks like Derek shoved him off a little. Daniel also got his head to it. And when the whistle went, he also went down in pain. Simon throwing towards Kennedy. Kennedy goes down. Foul and a quick free kick. Simon picks it for Volta Region. Kennedy wins it this time around on his feet. Simon splashes it through. Zachariah tries. Umar this time around turns around. And Samoni boy was there. Returns the favor down the right hand side. Looking for the run of Emmanuel. They left it 7 more minutes to go. Kennedy trying to find Omar. He does once again. Omar keeps it. It's still Omar towards Kennedy. He trips a little and Ebenezer picks it up for Western Region. Here's Ebenezer into the body of Kennedy. Straight into the body of Kennedy. Volta Region trying so hard to hold on to this lead. Something they failed in the first 2 days of this competition. Here's Kennedy. Kennedy up against Albert and Neboy. Kennedy painfully loses out on it and goes down. He couldn't control that run fully. He's able to win a corner though. That was Albert on the heels of Kennedy. And it took Frank to step in and help. Corner kick, Wisdom, poor corner. Western Region will pick it up. Advantage to Western. Ebenezer's throwing. He receives it. He's been challenged for it and forced to dash it to Volta Region. Richard Marekpa to his right. Finds Shaibu. Gets Shaibu. Steps up towards the center line. And Derek loses out on it. Down the left hand side is Kennedy. He's also stopped by Simon. Cisse challenges him to it. Brings him down. Volta region have it. Oli to lose it towards the far right. Lord with that throwing. But there's a player down on the turf. We've done 85 minutes, 5 more minutes to go. Another foul that has sent Cisse in pain. The only goal scorer in this game for Volta region. Tries to stay up. He tries to stay up. But referee walks in, don't have it. Ask him to stay out. And gets in after the minute. Even though the medics did not get to him. He was done till they were called. So the rules will apply. Shaibu's kick. So in the Western region. Western region still looking for that equalizer. Richard Mawekbo slowing down the game. Forced to kick it in. Volta region will leave it for Kennedy. Kennedy beats Boy this time around. Minor errors from Western region cost them twice. It is a second goal for Volta region. It's looking good for them today. Losing 2 first games and look like they're winning the third. Western region playing all the fine football and have no results. It was Zakaria Mohammed who sent it down the right-hand side. Kennedy did the most beautiful thing to beat Samuel Boy to it. From the bench, he grabs the second. Felix, restart play from the middle for Western region. It's still Felix. Felix goes down in pain. Felix will need medical attention. Felix was trying to tear away, only to be nipped by Cisse. Cisse brings down his marker. And it's temporary hold up here. We're in the last minute and 40 seconds of this game. Western region 0. Volta region 2. There could be more changes. Volta region. Prepping more legs in there. Just as Western region. They are also lining up another change. Less than a minute to be played. Felix is unable to continue. The medics signal to the bench of Western region. Very instrumental for Western region. Felix Archer. Trailing by the brighter spots in their play. Stephen Oben has been handed the opportunity. Volta region also effecting 2 changes. Goal scorer Samuel is out. Samuel is out just as Wisdom is already on a yellow card. And the 2 that are heading in are Hinker Isaac. Heads in for Volta region. And Akatamani Selassie returns to play from the bench. He's starting all the 2 games. We'll be doing 4 minutes of time added on. 90 minutes is already exhausted. Free kick, Western region. Short one in. And Richard Mawekpo gets his hand to it. Goal kick to Volta region. They would just want to manage the game. Albert unfortunately fouled goalkeeper Mawekpo. Niboy clears this time around. Selassie challenges for his first touch for Volta region. Fouls his marker and it will be a throw-in to Western region. Good ball in. My Volta region will control. Audacious. And that was a rather wasteful effort there. Ebenezer knows he could have controlled it. Swiftly, Shaibu picks it for Volta region from his goalkeeper. He's held back but stays on his ground. Ball sent towards Zakaria. But here is Omar. Picks it up. Down the left-hand side is Zakaria. Simon was getting into position, but he sends it back to Omar. Omar steps up to win it. And clash of legs. Clash of legs there. Albert and Selassie. He just got into the game. Albert is not spared. And he's flashed the yellow card. That was not the best of tackles. Free kick and Simon elects himself to pick it up for Volta region. 40 seconds more to go. Simon. Niboy prepping his 2-man wall. And Simon behind that free kick. Simon follows up with it. That would have been the 3rd. And Zakaria Mohammed would have scored a very beautiful goal. Simon sent that one swinging by. And the follow-up for Zakaria Mohammed was good, but did not hit the target. There goes the whistle. We are done. And a very good game for Akabonga Roxon. Catch them young referee from Upper East region. 90 plus 4 minutes. Western region tasting another defeat. Volta region having their first 3 points.
Volta region.
And
Enoch
Sapon Enoch adjudged the most valuable for this encounter. Volta region now have 4 points to show. We'll be getting ready for the 3rd game of the day.
Help us with the presentation is our integrity and safeguarding officer, Mr. Obed Tufo.
After that presentation, we'll get in and prep for Northern region against Bangahafo, and then wrap it up with the Greater region and Central region later in the afternoon 2 good games more to go. It's the second edition of the MTN Elite U-19 Championship here at the Ghana Mantoka Center of Excellence. A rather disappointing run for Western Region. Played all the fine football, but Volta Region had learnt from the first 2 games to do the needful and stick with it. They did so and got 2 great goals. First from Agbonga Sise, who was handed his first start for Volta Region, and then Major Samuel, who also was handed his first start. We'll be back to bring you the next game. My name is Abigail Sanasus. We thank you for being with us throughout this game. 90 plus 4 minutes. There's more to go.
Vai, Nassim.